Pleased to meet you, Presidente. I am Penultima's brother, Segundo. I found a new island for you to rule. I picked it specifically because it has very few problems that can be fixed quite easily. As my brother Penultima likes to say, less work is always good. There is something wrong with the industry on this island. A foreign expert I met in a bar told me we can make much more money if we optimize. Unfortunately, he was too drunk and passed out before I could get him to tell me what exactly needs to be done. So, I suggest we take a look at how the industry works at the moment. As you can see, our lumberjacks are hard at work producing logs at the logging camp.
Buenos días.
The teamster will carry the logs produced by our woodcutters to the lumber mill, where they will be processed further. These may take some time, so consider increasing the game speed. After that, the processed lumber is transported to the dock, where it will be loaded on a ship and sold. Presidente, if we build a furniture factory, it will process the lumber into furniture, which is more expensive. Let us construct a furniture factory to ensure hefty profits in the future.
solamente ella puede ver. Ella baila con una rumba que solamente ella puede oír. Claro que esta gata es loca, pero tiene mucho cariño. Voy a llamarla bruja de los demonios. Yo quisiera dormir más tarde, la gata no me dará la paz. A mi gata le da chango, su lucha es loca, no me molestes más.
The foreign expert I told you about has finally recovered from his hangover. It turns out that he was talking about optimizing our industry with better transportation. Apparently, the industrial complex is too far away from the city and people go to work on foot. Let's start by building a road from the city to the industrial complex. You can select the road from the infrastructure tab in the build menu. Please note that construction workers will use these roads to get to their current track.
Se me fue para un gimnasio y empezó a estudiar Kung Fu. Día 4 de diciembre, la gata se me subió y me dijo mi madrina, la gata, lo que le da el chavo. Mi gatica, qué rica. Gatica, mía. Me tiene loco. ¡Qué barbaridad! Yo no te voy a llevar conmigo, gata loca, si tú no te pones para la cosa. Gata loca. No me hace caso, ella es una mentirosa. Gata. Como hay locas, Ave María. Ponte pa' tu cosa. Gata loca.
Now we need two garages. One near the industrial complex and one near the city. Let me remind you that the workers will be able to use cars when going to...
Que la cosa aquí está sabrosa. Gata loca, baila. Ya me lo digo melón, corazón de león. Quítate. Y te da la raya, me haces todo.
Presidente, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is that we're making money. Alas, the people hate us and are generally... Just as I thought, people are unhappy because of the lousy health. Dios mío, what have I done to deserve this? The clinic is ready, but the stupid doctor decided he would work as a professor in the ancient ruins at the end of town instead. I don't think the nationalists will be happy if we hire another college-educated worker from abroad. Let's get this one to work where he is supposed to. Presidente, fire that lazy, good-for-nothing professor. This should get him to work in the clinic as a doctor. Now the clinic is operational and the people's happiness will improve in time. However, we cannot afford to wait. Elections are soon and the major factions on the island are against us. We have to make some friends soon. Let us take a look at the almanac and see which faction is most... It seems that the Loyalists are the prominent faction on this island. Recently, they are beginning to have doubts about your leadership skills, and some even threaten to leave the faction if you continue to ignore their demands. Let us see what they want. Turns out the Loyalists do not want elections. Well, it's too late to change that. What else do they want? A museum to be made in the house where you spent your childhood years. But that place was demolished years ago. You specifically asked for the workers to make sure no two bricks remain on top of each other. Looks like I'll have to... Let us see to the other demands of the Loyalists. Now they want an edict depicting the greatness of your persona. I'm not sure what they like more, an ideology book or to proclaim a national day. Issue the one you like then. Marvelous job. We did what we could with the major demands of the Loyalists. Once the faction gets bigger, it suddenly thinks it's allowed more and more demands. To keep things under control, I'll file the weirder ones in the minor demands category. Since your support with the loyalist is still shaky, maybe you should consider looking at their other demands. How about the demand? They are upset that you lowered the wages of your palace guards after they got drunk during the 17th assassination attempt against you. The loyalists insist that your guard should receive the highest wages on the island to remind the people how important protecting your illustrious persona is. Good work, Presidente. Now, I leave the campaigning to you. After all, you are the ruler, and I'm only the one doing all the work. I mean, I am your honest and loyal advisor, of course. If you want, you can give a speech from the balcony of your palace to win a few more Tropican votes. You can also give the men counting the ballots a few pointers about the best way to count votes. Also, remember that you can speed up time when you are ready to face the election.
Buenos días. Excelencia.
Never fear, President is here.
Good work, Presidente. Now, I leave the campaigning to you. You won, Presidente. You manipulated the people to your own whims. I am so proud of your devious nature. Of course, the Tropicans are still as whiny as they ever were. So be prepared to receive the next batch of their wild demands really soon. By the way, you forgot to sign my raise.
Are you a rebel? speak fast. I don't have all day.
El conjunto acero de los compadres, guacho y burrito, te ponen a gozar. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Salsa sabrosa, salsa que no es monga. Esto es salsa tradicional. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Típico sabroso y más. Salsa, salsa para bailar. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Se la dedico a Puerto Rico, no me vayan a olvidar. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Salió compadre, pero ¿y este quién es?
Ese es mi otro compadre, Pablito Paredes.
El jilguero.
Sí, señor.
It is yet another beautiful day here in Tropico. The sun is shining bright and the water is warm. If you are not taking part in any back-breaking labor activities, grab a swimsuit and come to the beach.
Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Óyelo, vacílalo, que lo sientas en las venas como yo. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. A los que me escuchan y a los que nos quieren, yo se la voy a dedicar. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Típico, sabroso, melodioso, te va a gustar. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Yo vengo de Salinas, pueblo lindo, y a ellos yo quiero cantar. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Y esto se lo quiero dedicar con cariño a mi viejo y a mi vieja, con mi Dolores, para que lo gocen. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Ellos te bailan boleros, salsa y un danzón, y se lo gozan un montón. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Gracias por todo lo que me han dado, ¿qué más yo puedo esperar? Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Aquí presentando este conjunto, ahora ustedes me dirán. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Guacho y bonito se juntaron para guarachar. Oye, como suena así, típico sabroso y más. Como hoy es viernes social, voy a hacer todo lo que pueda. Como hoy es viernes social, voy a hacer todo lo que pueda. Por eso voy a beber toda clase de ron y cerveza, buscar una buena mami y gozar hasta que amanezca. Como hoy es viernes social, voy a hacer todo lo que pueda. Como hoy es viernes social, voy a hacer todo lo que pueda. Por eso voy a beber toda clase de ron y cerveza, buscar una buena mami y gozar hasta que amanezca. social, voy a hacer todo lo que pueda. Por eso voy a beber toda clase de ron y cerveza. Buscar una buena mami y gozar hasta que amanezca. Como hoy es viernes social, voy a hacer todo lo que pueda. Como hoy es viernes social, voy a hacer todo lo que pueda. Por eso voy a beber toda clase de ron y cerveza.
Breaking news! El Presidente survived the 18th attempt on his life this morning, finding some glass in his soup. 3 Tropicans demand immediate, thorough investigations.
¡Vamos al mambo!
Muy buena. Ajá. Excelencia.
Good morning, Tropico! The sun is shining bright, and let me tell you, it's a great day to celebrate democracy. Yesterday, I spoke with the Yankee ambassador, Mr. Adams, and things are looking good for our relations with the Americanos. Uncle Sam has promised to foster and strengthen our young democracy here in Tropico and keep us safe from the red threat.
¿Qué necesitas? Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Today, we have a special weather report from El Presidente himself. He predicts the night will be calm, starry, and sunny. Remember that our
What do you want?
Presidente is
I'm
always
busy
right,
ruling.
even when he's wrong.